Let's get in the house of the Lord. Amen.
I thank God for how far He has brought me.
Amen.
If I think of growing up with, let's say I was with my mom before, then later I didn't know my dad before. So when I got to know my dad was something like, let me say, a promise from my late grandmother. Because I used to cry and ask her, wait, who is my dad? I want to know my dad, because in the village life wasn't easy. So my grandmother promised me that when she died, she would go and look for my father for me. I didn't take it serious, so it was just this normal things, because I used to cry. In my village, when I go there, everybody knows that I'm the crying type.
Yes.
So truly my grandmother died, and the particular thing he gave me was that particular day I got to know my real dad. So my dad came to pick me from the village to come and stay with him. And when I got there, I was very happy, because they were living their comfort life. He has everything. He's the type he can say, I will travel today, and he can travel. He has money. But when I got there, I realized something. He doesn't believe in God. So we have a church close to as a Pentecost church. Then they will be praying, and my dad will be like, look at all these nonsense. Do they have money? Priscilla, do they have money? And I'll ask myself, hey, what is happening? Because if not anything in my village, I know there is God. And I have come here, though I have everything that will make me feel happy, but the other things I don't understand. So I got sick, and they rushed me to the hospital. It started 2020. So they were all like, it's corona or whatever. Yes. And later, when I got to the hospital, everything will be okay with me. But when I get home, I'm dying maybe. So I told my father, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with hospital thing. So I will start going to church. And he was like, if you want to go to church, it's your belief, but I don't believe in it. So I started going to church. And when I come home, sometimes they will ask me, go and buy this oil stuff. And I don't have money at that time. He will not give me money. So I stopped going to the church, because I started believing in him. So he asked me, because I don't go to church. Do you see me saying I'm going through any difficulties, or you that you say you are praying every day you are sick? What is wrong with you? Then tell me that you are not going to church again and see what will happen to you. So I also stopped going to church. It became very serious. Then my dad had to let me go. So I told him that, no, Daddy, I want to leave. I want to go to my mom's place for some time. And my dad told me, it is only money that can cure you from whatever you are going through. And I promise you, if you live here, you are going to die. I left. And when I went to my mom's place too, it wasn't easy. So I told myself, I have to disassociate myself from my family for some time and see. So Esther here is my sister. I left, and for about a year, they didn't know where I was, because I like staying with people. I can stay with people and save little. So I was working with someone, and I needed some money. I have to go back to the village and do one or two things and get money to come and rent. Then when I started renting, I realized this is the true life. But when I go to the room, I realized you rent and you get an empty room. There's nothing in the room. I didn't know it was like that. But it wasn't easy for me. So I started calling my dad for support. Then he reminded me again, you still go to church? And I said yes. So God can't give you money. When he said those things, it pained me. So I asked myself, hey, so can someone say all these things to God and God will not show me something? So I started taking money from him. And I realized anytime I take his money, I have to use that money to pay unnecessary bills. I stopped taking money from him. And I stopped calling them. And they told me I wasn't going to make it. So I called my sister to come, because sometimes I feel like I'm dying. And I was even praying that I want to die because I am tired. Nobody thinks about me. So I'll be in my room, I'll cry the whole day. Because I realized, I think I have family, but nobody is checking up on me. I'm living my life alone. I block my family members. All my family, those that I know them, I block all of them their line. From 2021 to 2022. Even next time here, I blocked their line, because I didn't want anybody to hear from me. I realized nobody is checking up on me, and I can make it on my own. That is what I said to myself. But I had another thought and I was like, okay, let me talk to them and see. To cut everything short, for about 2 years, my dad stopped calling me. My dad silencing my dad's side, my grandmother, those people. They stopped calling me because they were my financial support. They support me in everything that I need. But they stopped calling me and I also stopped calling them. And they think everything wasn't okay with me until recently my auntie called. When I saw her, so I was like, hey, what is happening? When I picked her, when he said, hey, Priscilla, I've seen your picture somewhere. You've changed, or what is happening? And I said, oh, I don't know anything, but what I know is God. I want you to tell my dad that God didn't kill me, but I'm still alive, and I'm making it without his support. I want you to tell him that for me. I don't want to call him and tell him, you'll be like I'm disrespecting him. But since you have called to see what God is doing in my life, I want you to send that picture to him so that he will know what God is doing for me. So I am here to thank God for everything because they are not calling to know my whereabouts. They want me to show them where I stay now, but I don't want them to know. But I'm thanking God that all that I went through, I was telling Esther, sometimes I don't know what to eat. But I thank God. I don't remember the day that I told her that today I don't have money. Even if I don't have, I say I have. And yes, God is making it. So I'm here to say that God has blessed me. I thank God. I don't God will not do like this because if I think what I have gone through and now here am I, God, I thank you.
Amen. Listen, that